talk about one of the term papers I wrote for my course on philosophy of art and aesthetics. So, for this course, I wrote a term paper in which I criticized Alexander Nehamas's, one of the important philosopher in the field of philosophy of art. He Alexander Nehamas in his book Only a Promise of Happiness claims that we we only love those things which we do not yet fully understand. And for my term paper, I decided to criticize this claim. So, my arguments in the paper uh, were based on two counterexamples. So, first counterexample was that, for example, mothers love their children, and or friends love their friends, and they it seems at least that they understand mother understand the child fully or completely because she has given birth to the child and spend a lot of time, saying that mother doesn't love the child simply because she completely understands him, then it seems implausible. So if we apply Nehamas's claim that we only love those things which we do not yet fully understand, then at least it doesn't work in mother's case. So this could be proved as a counterexample to Nehamas's case, or also many relationships like marriages and in the long term marriage as well, or long term relationships. It seems that the couples understand, know each other very well, but still could be said to be in love with each other. So it seems that Nehemasis has a very specific notion of love in his mind, a sort of notion of love where love seems to be passions, or let's say short term lived passions, yes, and not some long term emotional stance. Like Neera Badwar argues that when we think of love as emotion, then um, emotions, what we mean from emotions are overall emotional orientation, which is at the interplay of perception, thoughts, feelings towards the beloved. So it seems that if we have this conception of love, then it doesn't work for Nehamas, because he thinks that we only love those things which we do not yet fully understand. The second counterexample I provide in the paper against Nehamas is that we have the concept of favorite artwork. So this counterexample works more specifically because Nehamas is talking about artwork, our love towards artwork. So the first counterexample is more general about love, that if his claim is very general enough that we love only those things which we do not yet fully understand, then my counterexample works very well. But against my objection, he might say against my first argument. He might say that I only mean to say this claim or make this claim for artworks and not so general enough about people. So, my second argument is very specific to artworks. So, we have the concept of our favorite artworks exist. Everyone has their favorite piece of artwork, favorite movies. For example, I love the movie Before Sunrise and I have watched it multiple times. And I think I quite understand the movie and the plot and everything about it, but still I love. And I always tell others that I love the movie. If we have this argument in mind, then how would we make sense of Nehamas's claim? Because he thinks that we only love those artwork which we do not yet fully understand. Then this counterexample might prove against his claim. So these were two major counterexamples I explored and criticized the main claim made in his book, and I concluded that yes, Nehamas captures something interesting about the nature of love, but maybe he has a specific notion of love in his mind, only then it makes sense. But we have a different conception. If we apply different conception of love, then his argument might not work. So that's, I think, the achievement of the paper, just pointing out that he has a specific notion of love when he makes this claim, and this claim is not true if we broaden the concept of love.